I think that there's several kind of local campaign groups in Yorkshire who oppose moorland burning because they are also concerned about flooding, and we've obviously seen a huge amount of flooding across our region and sub-region. Could you talk a little bit about the science behind that and why the burns are difficult? We've mentioned the water table, but it'd be interesting to understand why that might lead to more flooding.
Yes, indeed. Well, the thing about this surface layer is that it acts as a sort of break to water flow. People talk about peatlands being a sponge. Well, they're not that brilliant as a sponge because actually they're already full of water. So there isn't necessarily a great deal amount of potential to store more water. But the point is, once you've removed the living layer, this Persian carpet, you're left with really quite a solid surface of dead peat. So imagine a table, solid table, and you've got a really thick Persian rug that you put over the top, and then you pour water on it. The water will have to filter through the rug before it flows away. Now remove the Persian rug, just pour the water straight onto the table, and I think you can see what will happen. The water just runs straight off. So that's the first thing about peatlands. The second thing is that actually the sphagnum bog mosses that create this Persian rug, they don't grow as just a flat layer. Different species grow in different ways, and so they create what's known as this hummock and hollow micro-relief, this little landscape of hummocks and hollows. And the interesting thing is that these are aligned across the direction of water flow. So what they do is they act as multiple mini barriers to water flow. So you not only have the thickness of the Persian rug, but you actually have these microstructures, all of which help to slow down water movement. But as soon as you destroy all that, what you're left with is a flat, bare peat surface with usually just tussocks scattered across it. The water just goes straight round the tussocks, straight across this bare peat surface and straight into the streams and rivers.
Well, I think that makes perfect sense to me about how you could see, the absolute benefit of having, more restoration of our peatlands in fighting flood and increasing flood mitigation.